The human mind is an extraordinary force, capable of creating realities, transforming dreams into concrete experiences, and shaping destiny. Since ancient times, the greatest thinkers and explorers of the spirit recognized that true power resides deep within us, in our ability to think, believe, and act with conviction. Carl Jung, one of the greatest psychologists of the 20th century, taught us that within each of us exists a collective unconscious, an infinite source of wisdom, archetypes, and potential that often remains hidden beneath the layers of everyday life. He believed that by exploring these internal resources, we can unlock forces that propel us toward self-knowledge and true success. But why is so much power wasted or underestimated? Perhaps because in the rush of modern life, we forget that our mind is not just a tool for random thoughts. It is a source of energy, a tool that, when understood and controlled, can transform our lives in a definitive way. Imagine for a moment that the only barrier between you and what you desire is your own mind. If you could understand the inner strength you possess and learn to harness it consciously, what would be your first step? This is the invitation I want to make to you. Take full control of your inner universe. Starting today, begin to recognize the immense potential within you, the power of your convictions, and the ability to shape your destiny through the power of thought. So what do you think your mind is capable of achieving? Leave your comment below. Share with those who are also seeking to awaken this power. If you wish, subscribe to receive more reflections on the unlimited potential within your reach. Within each human mind exists a powerful duality. On one side, consciousness, which is what we perceive, control, and direct. On the other side, the unconscious, an invisible yet immensely influential source of thoughts, emotions, and archetypes that shape our actions without us realizing it. Carl Jung reveals that the unconscious is not something to be feared, but a fundamental part of who we are. It holds our deepest beliefs, hidden fears, forgotten memories, and most importantly, our undeveloped potential. While the conscious mind struggles for control, the unconscious often guides our lives silently, revealing itself through dreams, symbols, and moments of insight. To liberate it, we need to learn to listen to it, recognize its messages, and integrate its manifestations into our daily lives. When we ignore this connection, we become at the mercy of repetitive patterns and invisible limitations that hinder our progress. However, by understanding and harmonizing these two aspects, we can create a more coherent, powerful, and directed inner force. Have you ever reflected on what your dreams are trying to show you? Which symbols appear frequently in your life? These messages are clues that a vast inner universe is waiting to be explored. Imagine your actions, results, and emotions as reflections of your deep unconscious. The more you dedicate yourself to understanding this hidden part, the more capable you become of directing your life according to your true desires, free from limitations imposed by fear or doubt. Whether you are an explorer of this inner journey, diving into the richness of your unconscious, or someone seeking to awaken awareness of your true essence, know that this understanding is the first step toward transforming your reality. Reflect now. What symbols or ideas frequently appear in your dreams or thoughts? It's time to uncover what your deep mind wants to reveal. Share your discovery in the comments or subscribe to deepen even more into this hidden universe. Since the dawn of humanity, a silent truth echoes in the comfort of inner silence. Everything begins in the mind. Napoleon Hill, when stating that what the mind of man can conceive and believe it can achieve, invites us to understand a universal law that governs the creation of all things, a law that transcends time, space, and common understanding. However, this is not merely an assertion of possibility, but a revelation that we are co-creators of our own experiences, connected to an invisible web that unites thought, feeling, and matter. Within us there is a primordial force, a first mind, which many call the universal consciousness, spirit, or pure energy, that manipulates the fabric of the cosmos, responding to our mental and emotional vibrations. The depth of this understanding reveals that everything manifesting around us, opportunities, people, obstacles, achievements, was first generated within the vast dimension of our inner world. Every dream, every deeper desire is a spark that ignites this creative force. And just as a seed does not become a tree solely by potential, the mind must be cultivated with conscious intention, faith, and aligned emotions for that potential to manifest. What prevents many from accessing this power is ignorance of their true essence. Many live in the illusion that the external world dictates their destiny, forgetting that at their core, they are miniature versions of the infinite, manifesting through the mirror of their own consciousness. The universe is not a space of coincidence, but a mirror reflecting the vibrations we send from within outward. Imagine for a moment that your first mind is a vast source, a cathedral of unlimited possibilities. Each thought you feed is a whispering prayer to the cosmos, a silent petition that attracts circumstances, opportunities, or obstacles. If you fill your mind with doubts, fear, and despair, you are fueling a narrative of separation and scarcity. But if you cultivate thoughts of faith, gratitude, and love, you create a symphony of abundance, harmony, and fulfillment. Deeper still, there is an innate connection between your inner world and the external universe. This link is sustained by subtle vibrations, by frequencies of intention and feeling that shape the fabric of your destiny. According to modern science, neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to transform and reprogram itself, shows us that at any moment we can choose new patterns of thought that in turn reshape our life experiences. True freedom, therefore, does not reside in controlling the external world but in mastering your first mind. It is within this self-awareness, at this deeper level of existence, that you find the power to transform any scenario. When you realize you are a conscious creator, responsible for your vibrations, you trigger an internal revolution capable of altering the flow of your reality. What could you create if you understood that your emotions, charged with faith and feeling, act as powerful accelerators of this supreme force? How would your life change if every moment you aligned your thoughts with your highest intentions? Reflect deeply. What stories are your beliefs telling? What thoughts and emotions do you nurture daily? Your life is the result of an internal programming. What new seeds do you wish to plant today in the infinite vastness of your first mind? Share your reflection in the comments and unveil your greatest belief. If you wish to go further, subscribe to receive guidance that will help you activate this primordial force and create the reality you desire most. The true power of the mind is not only revealed in the ability to think positively or to set great dreams, but in the discipline we cultivate to maintain focus, clarity, and harmony within ourselves. Mental discipline is the foundation upon which all manifestation rests. It is the conscious effort to train the mind so that it does not become a slave to destructive emotions, scattered thoughts, or fleeting desires. Carl Jung also teaches us that integrating the shadow, what we reject or ignore within ourselves, is essential for directing our conscious energy with clarity and strength. Therefore, discipline is not repression but an art of maintaining harmony between what we think, feel, and do. Imagine your mind as a river with countless currents, from the turbulent waters of fear, doubt, and anger, to the calm waves of hope, gratitude, and love. If you allow the turbulent waters to dominate, your flow becomes chaotic, taking you away from what you truly want to achieve. But if you learn to master these currents, you can direct your energy intentionally, creating a solid path toward your success. Emotional control is one of the most powerful tools in this process. It's not about eliminating emotions, but learning to recognize, understand, and turn them into allies. Developing this skill increases your resilience in the face of obstacles, maintains your motivation even in adversity, and prevents negative emotions from ruling your thoughts and actions. Techniques such as meditation, creative visualization, conscious breathing, and daily affirmations strengthen this discipline. These moments of internal silence connect you to your true self, dispelling distractions and reinforcing your determination. Mental discipline also requires the courage to eliminate what is harmful to your growth, whether it's fear, procrastination, or limiting beliefs. These invisible forces often operate silently, sabotaging your dreams before they even begin to materialize in your reality. Recognizing them is the first step to freeing yourself from their influence. If you want to transform your life, start cultivating this strong heart, this firm mind. Decide that regardless of external circumstances, your focus and energy will stay on your highest vision. Build habits that reinforce your discipline and give you strength to continue, even when everything seems challenging. Your challenge now: identify an area of your life where a lack of mental discipline has been preventing your progress. Write down, in comments or within yourself, a commitment statement to strengthen your determination. Want to receive daily guidance to train your mind and emotions? Sign up now and access exclusive content. Within each of us lies a silent, invisible, and powerful force that often goes unnoticed by conventional awareness: the subconscious. This vast area of the mind acts as a cosmic archivist, a database where all our experiences, beliefs, emotions, and memories are stored, many formed in childhood from our family history or through significant moments leaving deep marks. According to the teachings of Carl Jung, the subconscious is responsible for about 95% of our daily actions. It quietly gives the order for our body, routines, habits, body language, and even our automatic thoughts to be under its control. This enormous capacity for internal processing functions as a fundamental component in shaping who we are and what we experience. However, many remain trapped by the limitations of this invisible programming without realizing it. Beliefs of inferiority, fear, scarcity, doubts, and limiting concepts are often embedded at the core of the subconscious, functioning as automatic scripts that influence our choices, relationships, health, and opportunities. The truth is that, beyond being responsible for decades of conditioning, this part of the mind is also a realm of unlimited possibilities, a frontier yet to be explored and, most importantly, reprogrammed. Imagine your thoughts and emotions as commands you send to your inner universe. If you repeat daily and consistently a narrative of fear, incapacity, or discouragement, you reinforce these limiting beliefs and attract situations that affirm these commands. Your subconscious acts as an antenna, receiving and transmitting energies that manifest what you most believe to be true. Yet there is a profound gift within this mechanism. You are the conductor of this orchestration. You can, at any moment, reprogram this vast archive of memories and beliefs, updating your internal instructions with commands of strength, faith, and abundance. All of this occurs through specific techniques: affirmations, visualizations, heartfelt emotions filled with gratitude, conscious repetition, that with consistency replace old mental viruses with codes of prosperity, health, and success. Feeling truly connected to these new commands is essential, because the subconscious does not respond solely to the logic of words, but to the strength of the feelings that accompany them. An affirmation spoken without authentic emotion is like a whisper in the wind. It has no real impact. But when you visualize with enthusiasm, hope, and gratitude, your internal system absorbs these new commands as a deep truth. This emotional connection is the key to effective reprogramming. Remember that your subconscious mind is a kind of universal mirror that reflects back your internal programming. The more you reinforce thoughts of faith, gratitude, worth, and abundance, the more these qualities will manifest in your life. It's like programming your own reality software according to your deepest intentions. To explore this potential further, reflect: what beliefs are limiting your capacity to prosper, love, and realize your dreams? What emotions do you feed when thinking about your future? Doubt, fear, or genuine hope? Or genuine? You can rewrite these internal stories right now using affirmations, visualizations, and sincere feelings. Imagine yourself, at this moment, as an architect of your own existence. Every positive thought, every feeling of gratitude, and every certainty that your dream is already a reality is like a cornerstone in building a new version of yourself. Your subconscious is your ally on this journey of transformation. Besides reprogramming limiting beliefs, it can also be a guide, signaling synchronicities, encounters, and opportunities when activated consciously. And this activation does not require Herculean effort, but a loving consistency. Like a daily routine, you can establish moments of meditation, affirmations, and visualizations, connecting with your new version of success, health, and abundance. These practices strengthen your bridge between the conscious and subconscious, raising your vibration and attracting into your experience everything you truly desire. Reflect deeply. What stories have you been telling yourself about who you are and what you deserve? Which beliefs are holding you back or propelling you forward? What emotions do you feel imagining your ideal life? What internal commands do you want to give your mind to work in your favor? Write a change affirmation, share your intention in the comments, or dedicate a few minutes today to feel your new reality already existing within you. And if you wish to deepen your mind reprogramming techniques, subscribe to receive guidance and content that will transform your life. Throughout history, those seeking to understand the true potential of the mind search for answers in both science and spirituality. Surprisingly, these two fields, often seen as opposites, reveal deep points of connection, leading us to a unified understanding of the incredible power we hold within ourselves. Modern science, in particular, has confirmed what many spiritual masters have always sensed. The mind is a force capable of shaping matter. Neuroplasticity, this wonderful ability of the brain to transform and reorganize itself, demonstrates that through thoughts, emotions, and conscious practices, it is possible to rewrite internal circuits, create new neural connections, and alter reflexive patterns. This means that regardless of age or past experiences, we can learn, evolve, and create a new life pattern. Studies also show that our thoughts have a vibrational frequency, a form of energy that emits subtle waves into the quantum field of the universe. When we focus on thoughts of joy, gratitude, love, or hope, we raise our vibration, attracting experiences and opportunities compatible with that frequency. Conversely, emotions of fear, doubt, or resentment create a low vibration that attracts similar difficulties. Thus, what truly shapes our reality is the emotional frequency we sustain. In the field of spirituality, ancient teachings affirm that everything is energy, that we are all made of particles vibrating at the same frequency of the universe. This holistic view reinforces the idea that we are co-creators of our experience, capable of aligning our energy with the energy of the universe. Prayer, meditation, gratitude, and rituals are ancient techniques that help tune this higher vibration, activating a connection with a greater intelligence. So what happens when we combine science and spirituality? We gain a broader understanding that our mind is a manifestation bridge. It can alter its own structural wiring while connecting to a field of universal intelligence. Neuroscientist Dr. Jill Bolte Taylor, who experienced a consciousness expansion after a brain injury, described this connection as a profound sense of peace, where she realized she was part of a universal network of existence. In this way, we can understand that cultivating positive thoughts, elevated emotions, and spiritual practices are not separate actions but parts of the same paradigm of transformation. Science confirms that what we believe and feel has a direct effect on our biology and life experience. Spirituality reminds us that we are made of energy, and that this energy can be elevated, tuned, and consciously directed. Today, you have the opportunity to expand this awareness. Realize that your mind is a bridge to the infinite universe, capable of transforming any reality. Simply learn to tune into this frequency through thoughts, emotions, and actions aligned with your highest purpose. Reflect now. How are your emotions and thoughts aligned with your truest essence? Are you cultivating a vibration that attracts what you desire, or are you still feeding frequencies that repel your dreams? How can you use science and spirituality as allies in creating a new reality? If you wish, subscribe to receive transformative content that connects these two worlds and helps you amplify your creative power, elevate your vibration, and manifest your highest expression. Life is not a sprint of speed, but a continuous journey of growth, adjustments, and improvement. At the center of this journey is discipline, the silent force that transforms dreams into tangible realities. Every step, each sustained effort daily paves the way for the manifestation of your greatest desires. stories of great achievers point to a universal truth. Success is not the result of fleeting luck, but of stubborn perseverance, daily commitment, and the courage to continue, even in the face of adversity. It is in the discipline of maintaining a routine of thoughts, emotions, actions, and choices that a new reality is built. Carl Jung reinforces this idea by stating that the process of self-knowledge is a journey of integration with your whole self. When you commit to diving deep into yourself, confronting shadows and cultivating lights, you evolve not only through external effort, but through internal alignment. It is this connection between what you think, feel, and do that enhances your ability to transform any scenario. Practically, this journey demands courage, patience, and resilience. It involves reprogramming your mental patterns, overcoming internal limitations, establishing positive habits, and renewing your faith each morning. All these steps converge toward the same goal: becoming the best version of yourself. Someone who lives in accordance with their deepest values and believes in their capacity to create the life they desire. Discipline is also an act of self-love, an homage you pay to your infinite potential. Each time you choose perseverance, even in exhaustion or doubt, you strengthen an invisible bridge connecting your present to your desired future. Remember that every difficulty is a disguised opportunity, a chance to reaffirm your commitment to yourself. Great spiritual teachers and philosophers teach that the greatest treasure is found in the journey, not just in the achievement. After all, it is through persistence that the soul strengthens and the heart fills with courage to keep moving forward. Whether you are in the phase of dreams, planning, or nearing your goals, remember, discipline combined with self-love is the magic ingredient capable of turning any attempt into lasting triumph. Your challenge now: reassess your internal and external habits. What needs more discipline to align your life with your purpose? Write a commitment sentence, share your decision in the comments, or create a daily routine to reinforce this determination. To receive content and self-improvement techniques, subscribe now and stay always connected to your maximum potential. You have come this far because you sought something beyond the superficial. You wish to understand that the true power to transform your life resides, above all, within yourself. That your mind, this fertile field of possibilities, is the most powerful tool you possess to create the reality you desire. Throughout these parts, we explored the profound connection between science, spirituality, and the unknown that dwells inside you. We learned that your first mind is a creative force capable of shaping your destiny, provided it is cultivated with consciousness, discipline, and faith. We also understood that your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs are the commands that shape the mirror of your universe. All of this reveals that you are not a victim of chance but an architect of your own existence. You possess an infinite potential, a source of light, strength, and creativity waiting to be awakened and harnessed. The big question is, are you ready to take on this responsibility, to connect with your truest essence and create the life you truly desire? The answer lies in your daily decision to act, think, and feel in alignment with your dreams. Every positive thought, every act of courage is a seed that turns into realization. Every moment of discipline and self-love is a step toward your growth. And above all, remember, you have never been or will be alone. The universe is always working in your favor, waiting for you to remember your true power. Today, I want to leave you with one final reflection. If your entire life were a big mirror, what would it show if you could clearly see all your strengths, beliefs, and emotions? What changes would you need to make to reflect your purest and most powerful essence? From this moment on, make a commitment to yourself. Decide that you will awaken, train, and nourish your mind, soul, and body, that you will turn doubt into faith, fear into courage, procrastination into action, and that this journey is yours, an opportunity to reveal the magnificence that already exists within you, waiting to be manifested. The universe is waiting for your decision. Your mind is the key, and today, you have the power to open the door to a new reality. If this message touched your heart, share in the comments what your greatest intention is for this new cycle. Subscribe to receive more transformational content, and allow yourself to live the best that your journey has to offer. Your moment is now.